Differences in farming and fishing methods. Farmed fish are raised in controlled environments like fish farms, where their growth is managed, and they are fed a specific diet. Wild-caught fish, on the other hand, are harvested from natural bodies of water, such as oceans, lakes, or rivers, where they live and grow without human intervention, relying on natural food sources. Nutritional differences between farmed and wild-caught fish. Wild-caught fish generally have lower fat content and higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids compared to farmed fish. This is because wild fish are more active and have a varied diet. Farmed fish, however, often contain higher levels of fat, but the omega-3 fatty acid content can vary depending on their feed and farming conditions. Environmental impact of fish farming. Fish farming has a significant environmental impact, as it can lead to water pollution from fish waste and the spread of diseases among farmed fish. Additionally, the feed used for farmed fish may contribute to overfishing in the production of fish meal. Wild-caught fish, while not without their environmental concerns, tend to have less negative impact on ecosystems if managed sustainably. Chemical exposure in farmed fish. Farmed fish are often exposed to chemicals, antibiotics, and pesticides to prevent disease and promote growth. These chemicals can accumulate in their tissues, potentially affecting human health if consumed in large quantities. Wild-caught fish, though still subject to environmental pollutants, tend to have fewer chemical additives since they are not raised in confined environments. Taste and texture differences. Wild-caught fish are generally leaner, leading to a firmer texture and a more distinct, natural flavor. In contrast, farmed fish, which have more fat, tend to have a softer texture and a milder taste. The differences in taste and texture are noticeable and can be a determining factor for consumers choosing between the two. Sustainability of wild-caught fish. The sustainability of wild-caught fish varies widely depending on the species and fishing practices. Overfishing, habitat destruction, and illegal fishing practices are major concerns. However, sustainable fishing methods, such as those certified by organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, aim to minimize environmental damage and ensure long-term fish populations. Cost differences between farmed and wild-caught fish. Farmed fish tend to be more affordable than wild-caught fish due to the controlled breeding and feeding environments that allow for more efficient production. Wild-caught fish, being harvested from natural environments, often come with higher costs because of the variability in catch size and the costs of sustainable fishing practices. Health benefits and risks. Wild-caught fish are generally considered healthier due to their natural diet and lower levels of contaminants. They offer higher concentrations of certain nutrients, like vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. Farmed fish, however, may have a higher risk of contaminants like PCBs and other industrial chemicals, depending on their farming practices and environment. Consumer preferences and trends. Many consumers prefer wild-caught fish for their perceived health benefits, sustainability, and superior taste. However, due to the lower cost and more consistent supply of farmed fish, it remains popular in both commercial and home cooking. As awareness of sustainability grows, more people are seeking responsibly farmed fish and sustainable wild-caught options. Conclusion: farmed fish versus wild-caught fish. Choosing between farmed and wild-caught fish often depends on personal preferences, cost considerations, and environmental concerns. While wild-caught fish offer superior taste, texture, and lower fat content, farmed fish provide a more affordable and sustainable option when responsibly sourced. The key is to consider factors like health, sustainability, and flavor when making a decision.